Greetings. Today we are going to look at Genesis chapter 31, a portion from the life of Jacob. Sometimes we ask this question, how do I know that I have to move from one geography to another geography? What is the will of God with respect to geography? And I may not have the perfect answer for the question that you are looking for, but I would like to look at the life of Jacob and learn from him how he moved from Padan Aram to the land that God was going to give him. He went to Padan Aram in Genesis 28 to find a wife from his uncle's house. He comes and he gets his wife after 14 years. And he stays for another 6 years. It's almost 20 years now. He has to get back to the land which God is going to give it to him. There were 3 factors that were involved in it. The first one is the desire that was in the heart of Jacob. In Genesis chapter 30, verse 25, when Rachel had borne Joseph, Jacob says to Laban, "Send me away that I may go to my own place and to my own country." So, this is the first one, that Jacob had a desire to get back to his land. But Laban doesn't allow him, and he wants to give more wages, and then eventually Jacob becomes rich. Now comes the second factor, which is in the first 2 verses of Genesis 31. Jacob heard the words of Laban's sons, saying, "Jacob has taken away all that was our father's, and from what belonged to our father he has made all his wealth." Jacob saw the attitude of Laban, and behold, it was not friendly toward him as formerly. This is the second factor. The circumstances and situations worked toward the desire that he had to go back to his own place in Genesis 30, verse 25. People were not very friendly anymore, and there was an envy. It made him very difficult to continue to stay. But these 2 things are not the criteria in themselves. The final one that I want to look at is the word from God. That is in Genesis 31, verse 3. Then the Lord said to him, "Return to the land of your fathers and to your relatives, and I will be with you." This is the one that we are looking unto. This is the one that we can wait for. We may have desires in our hearts to move to a particular geography, or circumstances and situations may work toward that. But there is an additional thing that was very clear in the life of Jacob, that is, he heard the word from God specifically saying that you are supposed to move right now. And he bases his decisions on that. So when we look to the word, and when we learn to hear specifically from God, and when also God confirms that word, and if we are the doers of the word, we are like the one who builds the house on the rock. And in fact, that is what Jesus said, "Anyone that hears my word and does, he is the person who builds the house on the rock, and it stays strong." Hope this devotion blesses you. Thank you so much. God bless you.